Okay chaps, time to man up. You're going to go over the top to face the might of the German submachine guns today.
Oh boy, oh boy.
But I'm not worried.
Why not, sir?
Well, I won't be coming with you, will I? Welcome back to Sally Antiques, where we show you the interesting and unusual things that come through our hands. In the last episode we promised you we'd show you some deactivations of some larger guns. We showed you pistols last time. This week, got a treat. We've got a Second World War German M34 here, and we've got the full kit. This is in stock now in our shop, ready, available for sale. We've got the actual MG34 here, which is an early 1943 one. We've got the magazine holders, we've got the toolkit, the spare barrel carrier, full magazine cases, including the oil cans in there for servicing, and some inert rounds. So it's a pretty decent kit, even getting down to the anti-aircraft sights, which we also have an anti-aircraft tripod, which could go with this. We need to get the correct ring for it. I'm going to get Raz to show us the deactivation details of this in a minute. But first of all, if you wouldn't mind passing me the English.
Not at all, here we go.
Thank you very much. This is the Allied Forces opposite number to the MG34 or MG42. They did change it a little bit during the war. And this is the British BREN gun. This is an English one made in Canada. And this again is a Mark II in superb condition, I must say, as is the MG34. Canadian made, 1944 this one, but again very popular with the troops, as was the MG34 and 42 with the German troops, both able to do single fire or sustained fire. But I'll hand over to Raz now, who will go through the deactivation details for both of them.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Ross.
you, Raz.
Right, we will start with the MG34, and I'll leave you to actually bring the camera closer so you will be able to see various parts of the machine gun as I'm showing you, and to understand what modifications have been done compared with the previous deactivation standard. We will start from the muzzle going downwards on the stock. So previously you could actually unscrew the flash hider, which is not possible anymore because it's now is welded. The nice thing is that the sights, both the front and the rear, work as intended. You can actually get them up. I've pulled out the anti-aircraft sight just because it was a bit in the way. Also, in the past you were able to unscrew the barrel assembly. There's a button here which you push, and this will twist and you will be able to see the barrel and pull it out. Obviously this is not possible anymore. One feature that was left is the dust cover, which is still present. It's not welded, and also the safety for the action, which is still in place. Compared with as far as I can remember, in the old deactivation, when you cocked the gun, the dust cover will open automatically. This is not happening anymore. One of the nice features that's left, this is in the way, is the action of the trigger. If you press the lower end of the trigger, you still have the trigger going all the way for automatic fire, and if you press the top, that goes halfway back for semi-automatic fire. I'll turn it the other way around so you will be able to see a few other aspects. The nice thing is that the safety still works. You can still push it, well, at least partially, not all the way down to fire, but yeah, it is what it is. In our case, you'll see that inside this component has been, the feeder has been welded, so it doesn't move left and right as it will move on the previous spec deactivation. All these bits of the feeding mechanism still work. They are on springs. You can pull the belt guider out, and you can insert one of the magazines we have. And the nice thing is that the gunsmith in this case left half of this action free, so you can still push the spring backwards, pull the lever, because part of it has been actually cut and welded to the barrel as the spec required. The receiver has to be welded to the barrel. They don't say if it has to be the entire receiver or just part of the receiver. So in this case, the gunsmith decided that, well, if you will cut part of the receiver and weld it to the barrel, that'll be sufficient, which is very nice. Also, another feature which has been left for us to use is the partial disassembly of the stock. So you push the button, twist it, and you can pull the stock out. Unfortunately, you can't get the action out anymore because the button that will allow you to take it out has been welded. So that's pretty much it with these procedures. Also, you can't disassemble the pistol grip anymore because the pin has been welded as well. It is the way it's done. You have two welds, one done here on the pin and the secondary one done on the other side, so you can't pull this out. This is it so far with the MG34. We will go in a minute to the English BREN submachine gun and we'll have a look on it. So now we are looking at the BREN. There's not a lot to be said about it because this is a much simpler gun. Nothing has been done differently to the barrel. The barrel assembly was welded before, is welded now as well. The only difference may be the fact that on the previous deactivation, this lever will move forward when the button is pressed. It doesn't anymore. Apart from that, everything is pretty much the same. Also, you will notice that the action doesn't move. The receiver is welded in place, but the trigger moves freely because the two have been disconnected. Also, you have few bits and bobs. This lever, for example, doesn't come out anymore, but this one does. These are used to actually mount the machine gun on a tripod, a heavy tripod. The nice thing is that obviously the bipod works as intended. Also, like with the older machine guns, light or heavy, which are fitted with a magazine, I'll pull it out and you'll see the pin has been welded into the magazine host, so rounds can't be fed anymore into it. The fact that the action doesn't move either makes it impossible to use. Also, we have to notice the fact that the magazine has two slots cut in it in such a way that the magazine can be inserted in. But if you have a spare magazine, more slots have to be cut into it because otherwise you will not be able to insert it. One last thing, the rear sight still works. Also, the handle works as intended by the manufacturer. Let's pull it down. Unfortunately, again, a difference between the new spec and the old spec is the fact that the stock doesn't come out. We have a welding of the pin done on this side here, so that's pretty much with it. Also, we have free movement of the automatic safe and single fire, but that doesn't do anything. That's pretty much it with the deactivation of the BREN. When we will have time in the new episode, we will present you more about its particular history. It's a nice Mark II, made in 1944, who's seen a lot of service probably.
Thank you, Raz.
You're welcome.
That was very interesting. Do remember both these items are available for sale on our website, salyantiques.co.uk. If you're in Portsmouth, pop into our 4th floor shop in the Old Portsmouth High Street, Sally Antiques. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw today, and then you'll see every week we put out a new one. And like and subscribe to our social media. And we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.